So now we're going to look at 6 electron groups. And in this case, the first case, they're all going to be bonding. So all 6 are going to be bonding. And our example is sulfur hexafluoride. As you can see, I drew the fluorines around the sulfur, around the central atom. And each of the fluorines has an octet, but sulfur, of course, has 6 pairs of electrons, or 12. So what this means is we have an expanded, we're not obeying the octet rule. The other thing is that the Lewis structure does not give us the shape. Okay, so now we're going to draw what is called the octahedral structure. I pre-drew a little rectangle here for you to, that'll kind of be our guide. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit to make it easier to draw. Okay, so I'm going to put the S in the middle. So my sulfur is going to go in the middle. And you're going to see how we're going to use this rectangle in a minute to help us. So I'm going to get rid of the corners of the rectangle. And that's where the 4 fluorines that are in the same plane are going to go. Okay? So I'm going to put a fluorine here, a fluorine here, a fluorine here, and a fluorine here. Now those are all in the same plane. And I want to draw the bonds. So the bonds are going to go from the sulfur coming out. That's going to be our wedge going to that fluoride. Then I want to draw another wedge over here. So those are coming out. Then I'm going to draw back to this fluorine my dashes. So I drew that rectangle to kind of help me draw that well. All right, then we're going to have a fluorine. We're going to draw a line straight up, and I'm using a straight edge going straight up. I'm going to have a fluorine on top. And then there's going to be a fluorine below. I'm going to draw dashes because those are below the plane. And then I'm going to draw a fluorine down here. So hopefully that gives you the 3-dimensional picture. And to demonstrate the octahedral shape, I'm going to change color here, and I'm going to very faintly connect. Now these aren't bonds, but this just kind of helps you see that octahedral shape. So what I'd like you to do is to put this in your notes, so you can kind of see a pyramid here almost, right? And then we're going to do the same below that plane. And you start seeing this octahedral shape. So I'm going to draw to that point and then kind of a dotted line. Behind that plane. So that's our octahedron. Make sure you connect that. And then all of our angles are going to be 90 degrees. They're all the same. They're all 90. So this is our valence shell electron pair repulsion theory model, the octahedral with 6 groups.